I'm Ryan Betson, we are the PopCulturists, and we are at Reading Cinemas Waurn Ponds for the one-off screening of Batman the Killing Joke. It's the 26th animated feature film from DC Comics. So there's a lot of interesting things. It's a very well-beloved graphic novel. I think it came out in 1988. It was written by Alan Moore and Brian Boland. I think that's how you pronounce say the artist. But there's a lot of expectations for here. I think it's really, really going to be good. We're chatting with a bunch of people today. We're going to find out what everyone thinks before and after for fun.
I'd go with Christian Bale.
Ooh, I'm going to have to say Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy in the Arkham series.
Affleck did a pretty good job.
For me, it'd be Batman and Batman Forever.
Hush. Hush? Batman Hush. Probably my all-time favourite.
Adam West, because he's Michael Keaton was the first I watched and I just fell in love with him straight away.
And Christian Bale.
Frank Miller's Dark Knight. Easily.
Because he brought more of a darkness to Batman's character, more tormented by the loss of his parents, rejected by his love, and brought out more of a darker side to him.
Oh, well, he's the man. Like, when playing Arkham City, his voice the entire time was just...
Because probably the best experience and voice, the yells and the emotion, especially in City.
What sticks in my mind is the fight sequence that was just so much like the game, and I really appreciated that.
Purely because of how he actually portrayed Batman as a very isolated sort of person.
Mostly because I think the first Batman thing I watched was an episode from the animated series. Most Batmans nowadays tend to use the sort of "I'm Batman" thing from Christian Bale, and I don't know why, but I prefer Kevin Conroy's because it's more emotional than that. There's a lot more deepness to his voice.
I'm Batman. Because he's had enough. No more niceties. No working with friends. Just destruction and blood. I can relate.
I'm just excited to see it like depicted as like proper visuals instead of just me reading the comic.
The One Bad Day monologue that I'm looking forward to hearing Mark Hamill do that. That's my favourite.
I tend not to come into movies with high expectations. I just come in fairly open-minded and just come in for the experience.
Absolutely no expectations other than to actually find out a bit more about the other side and the other side stories that have been portrayed in the past.
Come on, it's an R-rated version of Batman. How long have you been waiting for this?
He's been in custody for 2 years.
He'll confess.
He's insane. It's a mistake to think you know what he'll do.
It was amazing.
When can I go back in and watch it again?
That was awesome. It was dark as dark can be. And Batman should be dark. This isn't Marvel!
Shut up.
Sorry.
Loved it. I loved it. I mean, we always knew there was going to be a couple of changes that the comic book hardcore fans will be a bit about, but it kept the nice darkness and it kept the actual joke, which I was worried they were going to drop.
Every single monologue given by Mark Hamill, that is the high point. They're all delivered amazingly with great emotion and power.
Mark Hamill absolutely nailed it, and every time he spoke I was just, it was wicked. Just love the theme park. I love the way they did it, and that musical number at the end was amazing. I never kind of interpreted it in song. It was more of a poem for me.
I think the movie as a whole was good, but the whole Batgirl and Batman thing, I can't see them in that kind of light. Like, I understand she might have had a bit of a crush on him at some point, but I don't think he would have let it get that far. I think he would have stopped her ahead of time, given the relationship he has with her.
Why would Batman be getting too involved, since in all the photos of Joker it's clearly shown that Jason Todd has already been killed? If he's gone, how can Batman forge another relationship when he knows what happened to the last person?
The prologue, it's a little shaky.
I didn't like the prequel thing. I didn't understand why Batman had to have sex with Batgirl. That's not cool.
Court of the Owls. Yeah. Oh, I just love Court of the Owls. It's like my favourite Batman comic, and that'd be really good to see.
Either Nightfall or Blackest Night, because both of those storylines just seem absolutely amazing. Blackest Night because A, zombies, B, you get the entire Justice League in there, you get some good Green Lantern and Flash stuff, and then Nightfall because I'd love to see John Paul Valley's Batman just standing there.
I want to see some of the latest Rebirth comics animated.
I want a proper Batgirl movie. I want Batgirl, I want I want more female villains in movies. I love Batman, I love all those guys. Those stories are almost done. Give me some Batgirl, give me some good Poison Ivy stories. That's what I want.
I want to see some of the latest Rebirth comics animated.
John Constantine. Something to do with Kyle Rayner for Green Lantern.
Death in the Family, I reckon.
Death in the Family. Do it.
And that's it. That was the one-off screening of Batman the Killing Joke at Reading Cinemas in Waurn Ponds. Very interesting answers from all the people here. A lot of them are very similar in terms of they felt the front part was a little bloated with the Batgirl stuff, and that Batman-Batgirl sex scene was a little bit weird, but everyone agrees that tail end of the movie is just phenomenal. It's straight out of the comics. It's really good. Some moments it looks like Alan Moore, some it looks like the animated series. We've got Kevin Conroy, got Mark Hamill doing phenomenal work. And if you couldn't see it at the cinemas like we did, it does come out on a Blu-ray and DVD on August 3rd, just the day before Suicide Squad. That day before that hits the cinemas here. So once you go buy that Blu-ray, head on over the next day to Reading Cinemas in Waurn Ponds, get your ticket to Suicide Squad, because you can never get enough DC Comics. I'm Ryan Besson, we're the PopCulturists, and that was Batman the Killing Joke.